Welcome to Navigating the NC DLI Visual Program Directory. We are so excited that you are interested in knowing more about the directory and are joining us for this overview. My name is Ivana Manthor Anderson. I'm an NC DPI Multilingual Learner Title III consultant and one of the DLI co-leads. Also on the DLI team are my colleagues Dr. Anne Marie Gunter, World Languages Consultant, and Mary Phillips, K5 ELA Consultant. Developing the NC DLI Visual Program Directory was done in collaboration with UNC Greensboro and the Office of Digital Teaching and Learning, bringing unique insights and direction to the project. To truly appreciate the visual directory, you first need to understand the foundation from which it was built. The text or Google Spreadsheet version of the directory. This version of the DLI Program Directory has been available since 2010 and is used by educators, researchers, parents, and more to learn about NC DLI programs, contact those programs, and to explore. There are numerous columns from the letter A you see on the screen all the way over to AA, and extensive data available publicly via this resource. The data in this spreadsheet is the foundation for the visual representation and automatically updates the visual site when the table is edited. So you may ask, why did NCDPI create the visual version of the directory? Mainly as a response to requests from the field asking for visuals that could be used in presentations to share about DLI in North Carolina, or ways that programs could be visually compared. They desired a visual way to sort the large amounts of data. So let's take a quick tour. The navigation page. The navigation menu on the left is the main way to navigate the site. You can click directly on the title of the page you want to navigate. This menu remains constant on all pages. You can collapse the menu to give more space for the content by clicking on the arrow at the bottom of the page. The menu will then become numbers. You can expand by clicking the arrow again. From the introduction page, you can also use the table of contents on the right to choose a page. This feature is only available on the introduction page. And notice that anytime you want to go back to the original spreadsheet, you can click the DLI directory hyperlink. So let's take a quick look at each page. Future videos will walk through ways to use the DLI virtual directory in more detail. So still looking at the introductory page, in addition to the navigation information, the introductory page is a quick snapshot of DLI programs across North Carolina with a tally bar indicating the number of NC DLI programs, how many public school units or PSUs host DLI programs, and how many program languages are offered. The heat map shows the counties in which programs are located. The depth of the blue hue indicates the number of programs, with the lightest blue indicating one program and the darkest blue with 29 programs. So how could you use this information? We've used it for conference presentations and to share with families moving to North Carolina who ask where our DLI programs are located. The graphic overview. The map at the top of the page shows the DLI programs based on physical address. You can hover over a dot and see the name of the school. In some cases, there's more than one school or program at an address. The blue dot represents one-way programs, and the purple dots represent two-way programs. An area can be enlarged to more clearly see the schools on the map. In this example is Charlotte. At the bottom of the screen, you'll find a table listing the 8 NC State Board of Education, or SBE districts, also called regions, and the numbers of DLI programs within each. You can sort this table by number, high to low, and by regions. DLI program languages. The DLI program language page includes some interesting information about North Carolina in relation to the rest of the country regarding DLI programs. Can you believe we come in 5th nationally for the number of programs. I'll use this page to show you how to use the drop-down menus to sort the data and create graphic representations. Notice the drop-down menu across the page. You have the option to sort by education district, which are the 8 State Board of Education regions, type of program, including full, continuing, and partial immersion, type of immersion, one-way or two-way, and year of launch, the year the program began. Notice how the circle graph appears when nothing has been filtered out. You can see that there are 8 languages represented in the state, with 83.6% of the programs being Spanish, 8.6% Chinese, and then the percentages go down from there. Pay close attention to the circle graph in the next few slides. When I filter the education district for just District 5, we have 45 programs, 3 languages, with 95.6% being Spanish. Now, let me say before I go on that you do not have to go in order across the page, although that's what I'm going to do, nor do you have to use all of the filters. And you will notice that I do not use the last filter in the example that I will continue with. So when I filter further and I choose the type of program and I choose full immersion, there are now 25 programs that meet the criteria. And the circle graph changes again to show 92% Spanish and 4% each for Chinese and Urdu. Finally, under type of immersion, if I want to look at only two-way programs, that leaves me with 8 programs and only 2 languages, with 87.6% Spanish and 12.5% Urdu. We have only just begun to explore what you can do with the Visual Program Directory. So we do plan to create more specific videos based on frequently asked questions and how practitioners in the field tell us that they are using the tool. You can help guide this work by letting us know what questions you have and how you are using the visual directory in your work. All right, I'm going to go through the rest of the pages quickly so that you know what's here and you can get started using the DLI Visual Program Directory yourself. Program types. This page offers a number of drop-down menus to filter the data by language, education district, type of program, and 2 new data points recently added to the spreadsheet: structure of offering in school. This means, is it a strand or is it a whole school program? And contracted support. This covers a number of things from professional learning to staffing. And this information is all self-reported. So selections in the drop-downs impact both of these graphs. You will see each of them change as you make your selections. Program growth. This page is not interactive, but it offers a wealth of data, including when DLI began in the state, all the way over here in 1990-91, how many new programs we have each year, looking at the blue bar, and the total number of current programs, looking at the burgundy bar here. And then below you have just the graph for new programs opened each year. Our PSU or district contact page. As a reminder, North Carolina uses PSU or public school unit to refer to both charter schools and districts. And we use LEA or local education agency to refer just to the districts. These pages are similar, yet different, and can be used depending on your need to contact district or school level staff. Notice that the page for PSU or district level contacts has a purplish bar, while the one for school level is blue. You may prefer visual representations, but searching for contact is an example of where you may prefer to use the original spreadsheet. Each of these contact pages has the links to the spreadsheet in case that is your preference. Recognitions. We are proud of the work our DLI programs are involved in and the recognitions they receive for their accomplishments. You can use this page to explore. Additional initiatives and research. Use the search features to see the additional initiatives like Global Schools and Junior ROTC that our DLI schools are involved with. Use the last page, Research, to explore research the school has participated in. So that's a lot of information in a short amount of time. We hope this helps you get curious about using the NCDLI Visual Program Directory. You can access the directory at the links or the QR codes on this slide. We thank you for exploring the NCDLI Visual Program Directory. Please use the information on this slide to connect with the NCDPI DLI resources and the NCDPI DLI co-leads.